This little golden retriever, always carrying around a dog bowl, just took a quick glance at the owner and bam! This sneaky pup gets its bowl kicked away by the owner. You might think the owner's being mean, but actually the Golden's got the owner's face basin in its mouth. Whenever the owner comes home, this little guy grabs the basin to greet them. It doesn't matter what's going on, the basin is always in its mouth. While other dogs are lounging and sleeping, this Golden's sitting up with the basin, and even when there's a scuffle in the doghouse, it's right there, basin in tow, watching the action. It used to have its own dog bowl, but other dogs kept peeing in it. So it set its sights on the owner's face basin. The reason the other dogs peed in its bowl was that this Golden would steal their food. So, in retaliation, they'd pee in its bowl. Clearly, with such sneaky behavior, the little Golden wasn't exactly innocent. And looking at how the owner kicked the bowl at the beginning of the video, it's pretty clear that the Golden totally got what it deserved.
You wouldn't believe it, but watching a video almost made me drop my phone in shock. At first you might think, oh, what a cute cat. But the next second, boom, it's like a bulldozer plowing through its food. Sure, eating is normal, but seeing that big mouth shovel food like a bulldozer was so terrifying I nearly dropped my phone. Who would have thought such an adorable kitty eats like it's starving?
I like to eat.
One bite, and the mountain of kibble is gone in an instant. But some observant viewers noticed that even though it eats like it's digging, it's actually a big leaky bucket. All that fierce munching, and only half of it ends up in its stomach. Still, this little guy doesn't waste a single piece. When its owner is out, they leave plenty of kibble, and when they return, every bowl is licked clean. But honestly, watching it enjoy its meal so much makes you kind of want to try some cat food too, doesn't it?
An uncle rescued an incredibly cute short-tailed weasel, and its adorable look instantly won everyone's heart. He decided to take it home and started feeding it with a syringe every few hours. He even made a little bed for it and placed it in a warm sleeping bag. The little weasel quickly opened its eyes and saw the uncle as its mom, sticking close to him all the time and especially loving to snuggle in his hands. As the weasel grew, its old little bed wasn't enough anymore, so the uncle set up a bigger house for it and brought along the old sleeping bag. To keep it from being lonely, the uncle also found a playmate for it. They soon became great friends. As the weasels got bigger, the uncle decided it was time for them to adapt to the outdoors. He built a natural habitat in the yard and moved them there. At first, they were a bit uneasy about the new environment, but with each other's company, they gradually adjusted. Seeing them adapt successfully made the uncle feel both happy and a little bittersweet. Have you ever seen a kitten wearing a pineapple hat? There's a woman with an incredibly cute leopard cat. This little kitty isn't just charming in appearance, but also has a sweet and easygoing personality. The woman loves to interact with her cat and often comes up with fun ways to play with it. For instance, she'll gently place a slipper on the cat's head, making it look like it's wearing a tiny hat. The kitten seems really curious and goes along with it, looking quite adorable. She also likes to make silly hand movements and funny faces at the leopard cat, which seems to enjoy the amusing antics. The funniest part is when she made a pineapple hat for the kitten. Even though it looks a bit goofy, the leopard cat remains completely composed, as if it's used to these funny costumes. The kitten's mood stays steady no matter what, and it accepts all these quirky accessories with calm. This playful interaction not only adds joy to the leopard cat's life, but also deepens the bond between the two. A girl has this incredibly cute baby otter. Even though it looks all adorable and cuddly, it'll actually swat your hand away if you try to pet it. The little otter, only a few days old and still blind, is super curious about the world and just snoozes when it gets tired. The girl is really gentle with the baby otter. Bath time is a bit of a struggle since the otter doesn't like it, but it doesn't fuss too much. After bath time, the little cutie is all pink and fluffy. Soon, the otter opens its eyes and starts looking for its parents, but they kind of ignore it. Feeling a bit down, the baby otter hides in a corner to sleep, while the girl spends time playing with it every day. The otter gradually gets the hang of swimming and shows off some impressive skills. It even starts eating meat. Though its teeth aren't fully grown, it still manages to look cool while eating. For its first birthday, the girl throws a big party. Even though the otter is still a baby and has a ways to go before it's fully grown, we hope it and its family continue to stay happy and playful. When faced with the threat of a lioness, a giraffe mom made a heartless decision to kick her newborn baby down a ravine. The giraffe mom and her baby were strolling across the savannah when suddenly a pack of lionesses and hunting dogs appeared, bringing with them a palpable sense of danger. Realizing the threat, the giraffe mom quickly started heading toward the safety of the herd. Even though the lioness was wary of the adult giraffes, she was determined to separate the baby from the group. After a tense chase and battle of wits, the lioness managed to get close to the baby giraffe. In a desperate move, the giraffe mom kicked her baby down a slope to try to escape the encroaching danger. The baby tumbled down the hill and lost the ability to move. The lioness seized the opportunity and immediately bit down on the baby giraffe's neck. Despite the giraffe mom's frantic efforts to return and drive the lioness away, the baby was gravely injured. Miraculously, the baby giraffe, who seemed close to death, managed to stand up. Although it's still struggling due to severe injuries, there's hope that this resilient little one will gradually recover. A little puppy was abandoned under a truck. When a guy from an animal rescue center got the call, he immediately hopped on his motorcycle and rushed to the scene, worried that the pup might be in danger. After searching carefully, he finally spotted the little dog under the truck. The guy cautiously approached the puppy. At first, the pup seemed unsure, but eventually it decided to trust him and bravely walked over. The man gently picked the dog up and double-checked under the truck to make sure there were no other pups hiding there. Once they were in a safe spot, he gave the puppy some food, and the little one wasted no time scarfing it down. The man decided then and there to adopt the dog and took it to the vet for a checkup. Luckily, the puppy was healthy. The man told the pup, "From now on, I'm your new owner." The dog seemed to understand and looked really happy. With the guy's care, this puppy is sure to grow up healthy and happy. Let's hope every stray animal finds someone to take them in. And remember, if you don't love them, please don't hurt them.
Have you ever seen so many cats in one place? On a farm filled with love and warmth, this man has rescued all kinds of animals. Sheep, cats, dogs, cows, you name it. Most of these animals have grown up together, so they all get along really well. You'll often catch the dogs and cats napping together under the sun, or spot the kittens playing with the cows. The farm is overflowing with cats, though, because this man taken in so many homeless kitties that some even ended up having kittens of their own. When the mama cats get overwhelmed, the dogs will happily step in to help keep an eye on the kittens. The mischievous one of the bunch has to be the little calf. Every time the man tries to leave the farm, the calf blocks his way, refusing to budge unless he gets a tasty treat first. This farm isn't just a home for the animals, it's a place that captures the deep bond between the man and all the lives he's saved.
This panda must be a descendant of Kung Fu Panda or something. It's not just any panda. It's a real martial arts master with some serious skills. Check it out. It's swinging a bamboo stick like it's performing its signature move, panda staff technique. Every day it goes through a strict workout routine. First, it starts with some sprints on the grass to warm up, followed by a few sit-ups. Even if it struggles to get the form just right, it's always trying to look cool. Then, it drags a little panda cub around for some weight training, and it won't stop climbing, even if the zookeepers try to intervene. Finally, it has a little panda showdown to test out its fitness results. But don't think it's always going full throttle. When it gets tired, it finds a comfy spot to crash and won't get up, no matter how much you call it. Sometimes it'll sit there, panting from the exercise, sticking out its tongue and being cute. After a good rest, it'll munch on some bamboo to recharge. It's funny how it looks anything but a fitness guru when it's gnawing away at the bamboo. What do you think? Do you believe in past lives? Once a girl had a cat named Juan, but sadly, Juan passed away due to illness. Later, the girl got another cat and named it Promise. Promise was lively and cute from the moment it arrived. But there was one problem. It seemed a bit slow because nearly a year had gone by and it still didn't recognize its name. The girl would call for it, but it wouldn't respond. One day, the girl was looking at Promise and thought of Juan. On a whim, she called out, "Juan."
Oh, hi.
and saw Promise suddenly freeze. Excited, she thought Juan had come back. Confused, she asked,
你不是叫守约吗？你为什么我叫你过来的话你会过来？
Promise stared at her and walked over, tilting its head, wagging its tail, and looking up with wide, surprised eyes, as if to say, Mom, you finally recognized me. I'm Juan.
This caracol might seem ferocious now, often bullying other cats, but it wasn't always this way. When it was a kitten, it was incredibly cute, and its owner adored it. However, as it grew older, its nature became increasingly aggressive. The previous owner couldn't handle its behavior and eventually abandoned it. A new owner found this abandoned caracol and decided to take it home. At first, the caracol was hostile and even more aggressive, struggling to accept the new owner. But the new owner didn't give up. He patiently took care of the caracol every day, providing delicious food, playing with it, and giving it plenty of attention and love. Over time, the caracol started to feel the new owner's kindness and began to lower its guard. Slowly, it accepted the new owner. Eventually, the once-abandoned caracol formed a strong bond of trust and dependence with its new owner, finding warmth and comfort in its new home.
Have you ever seen a park just for cats? One day, a girl was walking through the park and noticed a bunch of cats gathered around an elderly couple. Curious, she got closer and saw that the couple was feeding the cats with homemade food. Turns out, the elderly pair comes to the park every morning to feed these stray cats. As soon as the cats spot them, they follow the couple across the stone bridge, almost like they're watching out for them, making sure they don't fall in the water. Worried the ground might be dirty, the couple even places lotus leaves down as little plates for the cats. For the shy ones hiding away, the couple makes sure to leave food for them too. Most of the cozy little shelters the cats sleep in were built by them, using old items. Over time, more people started joining in. And now it's not just the elderly couple bringing food. Others come from all over just to feed these adorable cats. Maybe these cats don't feel like strays at all, because to them, their home is the love and care humans have built around them. One day, a woman stumbled upon a crocodile egg during a walk, and that marked the beginning of their extraordinary journey together. She carefully took the egg home, eagerly waiting for it to hatch. Before long, the baby croc broke out of its shell, and from that moment on, the woman took on the role of its caretaker. She'd spend time playing with the little croc, gently petting it, and watching as it crawled around the house, even causing a bit of chaos on the tables sometimes. She also made sure to take it outside so it could experience the beauty of nature. As the croc grew bigger, the woman designed and built a special home just for it, giving it a cozy place to live. She'd even take it for swims, though it often ended up hilariously floating around in the water, much to her amusement. As time went on, the croc became like her own child, and she spoiled it accordingly. She'd buy it all kinds of cute outfits, brush its teeth, give it baths, and even paint its nails in bright colors, treating it like a little princess.
Every day, this sneaky hedgehog slips into a farmer's melon patch to munch on watermelons, cantaloupes, and honeydews. The farmer has caught it several times, giving it a scolding while tugging its ears, and the hedgehog has even tried to dig holes to escape. Despite all this, the hedgehog remains undeterred, showing up right on time each day for its melon heist. At first, the farmer tried everything to stop it, but this clever hedgehog always found a way around. Sometimes it would even nap right there in the melon hole after eating, or boldly sleep on top of the melons. Over time, the farmer started to feel a mix of frustration and curiosity about this determined little thief. Then, something even more surprising happened. Not only did the hedgehog keep coming back, but it also started bringing its kids along for the feast. Eventually, the farmer gave up trying to stop them and found himself feeling a strange mix of emotions towards these persistent little critters. Everyone thought the male cat was cheating on the female cat, but it turns out it's not that simple. Here's what happened. This girl has 2 cats. One night, her orange tabby snuck out and stayed out all night. When he finally came back, The other cat caught him red-handed and started scolding him. I couldn't understand cat language, but it was clear the other cat was saying some nasty stuff. Then the camera panned outside, and there was another cat standing there. It wasn't hard to guess this was the orange tabby's affair. It was turning into a full-blown feline soap opera. After the orange tabby was dragged back inside, he was so scared he hid under the bed. Just when everyone online started siding with the other cat, there was a big plot twist. Turns out the orange tabby and the other cat are actually brothers. The orange tabby, being the older one, is neutered, while the younger one isn't. So the real story is that the neutered older brother was sneaking around trying to find a girlfriend behind his younger brother's back. The younger brother was just jealous and wanted a girlfriend too.